Celeb Secrets is here hanging out with Ashley Cooke. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Better now that I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Congratulations on Good Goodbye, which just released. How are you feeling about it?
It's crazy, honestly. Getting to collaborate with Jimmie Allen too, who's obviously like super big trailblazer and an amazing human in country music right now. The song, it's really special to me because I wrote the song with Blake Pendergrass, who also wrote 865 for Morgan Wallen. And we wrote the song originally about like a romantic relationship, obviously having to say goodbye to somebody. But to me, it's really special because it makes me think of everybody in my life that was meant to be a season, right? Like it's not just about a romantic thing. It's just leaving people with the best memory possible for them to walk out the door. And Jimmie Allen added so much to it. I mean, he added just so much flavor and so much to the story. So it was really an honor getting to work with him. And I'm so excited that it's finally out in the world.
I feel like that's a beautiful spin to take on it because it definitely probably pays homage to your life. I know you moved around a lot, so I'm sure like certain friends, not that you wouldn't keep in touch, but they probably were in your life a lot at one point and then maybe not so much in the other when you live somewhere else. So I'm sure it plays into that a lot, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I lived in 19 different homes before I was 18. So I moved around all the time and I still keep in touch with a lot of my friends from all those different cities, but it is crazy because, you know, I was so close with certain people in certain cities and then you move and you obviously, you know, leave happily, but it's like you miss them and you realize that you're going to have to kind of move on with your life and do something a little bit different. And it is that kind of that, you know, bittersweet, beautiful moment of like, hey, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. Let's make it a good goodbye, you know?
Right. Absolutely. And so how did you and Jimmie cross paths to like work together on this song?
Yeah, so we had originally recorded the song, just my voice on it, with my producer, Jimmy Robbins. There's two Jimmys in the equation. And I loved the song. I was like, hey, I hear a duet on it. I hear like there's something in there that needs to have kind of that like male presence to really make the story feel genuine and feel like the listener really gets both sides. So we made a list of people that we'd love to collaborate with, and Jimmie was at the top of that list. And we gave him a call. My team gave him a call, and he was like, absolutely, I love Ashley. It's a really great thing. And so he hopped on the song, and it became what it was. So it was really cool.
And what was your favorite part about working together? Was there anything that surprised you working with him?
I don't know about surprise. I think one of my favorite things that I learned from him in this process was just be undeniably and unapologetically yourself. He's one of those guys where anybody that works with him knows this. He just doesn't allow people to like put him in a box. Like he's very, I mean, we recorded like a music video for it, we recorded a lot for this song, and every time we're on set together, he just is running around the room. He's doing the exact opposite of what the director tells him to do. And he's always just totally just following his gut and walking through whatever door he wants to. And I love that because especially being a newer, younger country artist, it's really inspiring and cool to see somebody be so unapologetically them and not allow anybody to tell them what to do or how to act. So it was really cool to learn that from him.
And this song is the last single you're going to release before you release your debut album. What can you tell me about it?
I can tell you that I am so unbelievably excited to honestly just put a project out in the world. I've been releasing singles for the last year. And that was like a huge goal of mine this year because obviously all of this stuff with social media really kind of blew up this past year. And I had no music out when all this happened. So I was so excited to finally record and get some music out for people to kind of go home with whenever they see a video of mine or, you know, something more to look at. So this project's really exciting. It's every song that's on the project that I've written in the last year. So it's very fresh. It's very new. It's very much kind of where I'm at currently in my life. And I'm 24 and, you know, relationships and love are a huge part of where I'm at right now. You know, being in relationships, being out of relationships, not wanting one, kind of all of that. And all of the songs really tell a story from top to bottom in this project. And there's a little bit of something for everyone. So I'm really excited.
Telling a story, your music in the past has been quoted to like take your fans through a journey of love and heartbreak. So I'm curious, does this album do the same?
It absolutely does. And that's why I think I love this story from top to bottom because again, you know, I have so much more that I want to say, more than just love and relationships at some point. But just where I'm at in my life, I've always been told to just be so genuine and real to who you are and what you're going through. And it just felt like that was such a big part of what I've been through the last, you know, couple of years of on and off relationships and loving people and having to let them go and meeting new people and, you know, manifesting my future person. And there's just so much in this that again, you know, there's a song for everybody. There's that song about when you first meet somebody, like the flirty kind of song. And there's also the song about when you break up, and there's a good goodbye, and there's a first dance wedding song. There's just so much in there that kind of hits on every point of a relationship that I hope people can relate to from all ages.
Well, I was going to ask you if any personal experiences kind of like inspire these themes in your music, but it sounds like they definitely did. It's definitely like a raw and authentic collection of things that you have lived and learned through. So I'm really excited for fans to get to experience that through listening. My last question for you, since we are Celeb Secrets, is there any behind the scenes secret from curating this album that we wouldn't know just from listening?
I think one of my most like favorite fun facts is the first track of the album called Getting Somewhere. It wasn't originally supposed to be on the project. We recorded the entire project, had it all mastered, ready to go, all the photos done, like ready to upload to like put on all these streaming platforms. And I was listening from top to bottom, and I was like, gosh, like I had heard that song and wanted to record that song at some point in my career. Maybe side B of Already Drank That Beer, whatever it would be, because this is side A, so there's two parts to it. But I was like, man, I'm just missing that feeling, that like fun, upbeat, like flirty kind of like, you know, introduction to this project. And so I called my team and I was like, don't kill me. Let's add one more song to the project, please. And so we added that song like literally probably a week before we had to upload the album. So it was not meant to be on there, and I'm so glad that it made it on there, because it's probably one of my favorites on the album as well.
I'm glad you trusted your gut and put it on, because it seems like if you felt like it was like that missing piece, it needed to be there.
Exactly, right? So I'm excited. It's gonna be a really, really cool project, and I'm excited to see how everybody responds to it and what they all feel.